McDonald's Monogatari coming to you now.
Hey, looks like we're live.
Hi.
Big bad Game-a-thon!
Yeah.
You asked for it, you got it. We're all going to become McDonald's workers for the day. Are you excited?
Yay.
Okay, first off, to disclaim, all opinions and all things said are either for entertainment purposes or from other sites information. So they are not coming from the words of us. Please don't interpret them as truth or factual. We love McDonald's and we like to eat McDonald's daily. Isn't that right, Cotton-san? Do you like McDonald's?
Yeah.
Chat, we all like McDonald's, right? Come on, chat. We don't want to get sued here. We all like McDonald's, right? Yay! Okay, just agree. Okay, with that out of the way, let's have fun and go to work at one of the best places, of course, McDonald's. So, hold on. Oh, there we go. I can see it here. So let's get set up.
Okay.
Junbi, onegaishimasu.
Okay.
Let's get ready for work. So we're gonna go ahead and set up our character to go for work. So before I introduce him, so this is a game that actually I found, and then Cotton-san was brave enough to actually do the real work mode in this game. I did the mini game mode in this game, but we're gonna go to hajime kara. 時間は名前入れてからんじゃない？
いや、こっからだったと思いますよ。
Okay, so we're gonna start. Okay, so time's gonna start when you click begin. So everyone, let's give a big 3, 2, 1, go. So 3,
2,
2, 1,
go.
go. So let's go ahead and put our name in here.
ビグガギググ
Big, good,
バ
bad. So we're gonna play Big Bad. Our name is Big Bad, and we are going to be the best worker that McDonald's has ever had. And let's set our birthday to the 21st, because you know we're celebrating the day. This is a big day for us. Okay, this is our first job. Big Bad. This is our first job, and we have some other people that are working with us, but they don't matter. They don't matter. So. Chat, when we get started, I'm going to need you to count the number of days, because our job is going to become clear exactly what we're going to do. And every day we can check our mail. First we're going to check our mail. Hey, here's your assignment. There's no chairs, by the way, in this room. Oh, let's take a little sleep. Sort of ichi kana. Is that the first day? Okay. Okay, so we have gone to sleep on our first day, and gone to sleep on our second day, and gone to sleep on our third day. Chad, I'm going to need someone to help count how many days we've slept, because this is very important. 4, 5, 6. See, we're being great employees. We're getting our much needed rest as we sleep here. So as we talk, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about some of the funny things about McDonald's in here. So because we're employees, right? So maybe this is all in the employee's manual. So in Japan, in McDonald's, there's a very funny policy. The service is actually really, really admirable. So, for example, Cotton-san has a story that he once bought an egg cheeseburger, and they had a special promotion going on, and that was basically, it was supposed to be normal. So he gets the burger in his bag, and when he gets it, there's no tomato. So Cotton-san actually just turned around and went to McDonald's and said, excuse me, there was no burger, and McDonald's actually remade the burger. So the service is top notch. In fact, it's like it's pretty ridiculous. So that's Cotton-san's like kind of funny story with the service here. My story with the service is actually involving. So my wife went to McDonald's. Now in McDonald's, if someone messes up your order in the States, you all know, and probably in Europe too, you're not going to get that burger fix. You're not going to get that order fix. But so one time I ordered some like chicken nuggets, and there was supposed to be this like special sauce, and it never came. And so my wife actually calls up the McDonald's, and she's like, "You've got to come here, and you got to make this right." So the McDonald's worker, and they're supposed to do this, they rather than us come here, the McDonald's worker got in their car, drove to our house, and yes, they brought me one sauce. And I was so embarrassed by this action, I just refused it outright. I was like, no, this is too much. And then, but you know, my wife's resistant. No, this is normal. Like, it's supposed to be top service or else. You know, like, so it's not the first time things like to happen, but that was my like McDonald's horror story. That is worse, yeah. But yeah, the employee they were like happy doing it, but I'm sure they were like, man, either they were happy to get out of work or what. I'm not sure what to make of it, but that's just the level of service that they'll do in McDonald's. They forgot the sauce, so they came all the way here to get that. That is an honorable worker. But in the States, I feel like the training isn't as good. And when I looked up, I wanted to look up horror stories for McDonald's, like how bad they are. And they're so terrifying that I'm going to just say a lot of these, like I pulled one off Quora, but basically, I don't even know which one to start from. But let's start with this one story where apparently if you get asked to do a drive-through, one employee did that because the store has sensors through each drive-through that tell you how long you're going to be at each spot. So if they think it's going to be a long order, they tell you to wait there. And so apparently this is based by some mental floss. If anything's over 2 minutes going to take, you'll be asked to park. And there's some horror story, someone parking there, and the employee never told them to get them. They must have not read the employee manual because they just forgot about them. So they might have been there. It's not clear how long they were waiting outside, but it could have been like 5 or 6 hours. It was a long time. And apparently all they ordered was like a couple burgers and fries. That's some dedication, though, just to sit there and wait there patiently in your car. By the way, if you have horror stories about McDonald's, share them here. But we're gonna be good. We're gonna be good employees. We're getting our rest right now, okay, everyone? It's very important. In case you haven't noticed, we're gonna sleep a lot because I don't know. We're not legally cool. We're just you know, we're doing our job. We're getting ready. We're getting ready to go to work. You know, we just got to get a few days of rest. And so, yeah, I think other things in the manual, right? And again, feel free to share your stories in the comments or in chat right now. But yeah, there's a lot of things that happen. Of course, we all know about the ice cream machine and things like that. But basically, according to employees, there's always supposed to be Coke in the machine. So one story is that a employee actually had to go. They ran out of Coke. So employee had to go drive to Walmart to buy Coke to then put in the machine, and they didn't get any extra for that. It was just like, no, you've got to go, you've got to put this in there. that to me is a level of service that is that's top notch. I don't think McDonald's employees get paid enough for that. I used to work at a McDonald's grocery store next to McDonald's. I'd help them out by selling them change from our safe, and in return, I'd hang out with them after store closed and get free ice cream. So the ice cream machine does work. They just don't like to operate it. Okay. Is this the entire run? I don't know. You'll just have to stick around and find out. Why? Come on. That is not the attitude we want here if you're going to work, okay? Come on now. We're happy here, okay? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Put a smile on and get with it, okay? All right. Now, one of my early childhood memories is that my mom complained because she got a senior citizen discount at McDonald's. She was 32 at the time. That is Dolph. That is a great story. Thank you, Dolph. And thank you to Nemo2342 for the great McDonald's story about the ice cream. It's good to know that their machine does work, just not for normal paying customers. That's top-notch service there. Yeah, I mean, I don't have too many other horror stories. My horror stories are more in the States. There was definitely some fights and things that happened when I went there, but most of the time that's just the customer issue. So my horror story with McDonald's is the employees in D.C., in Washington, D.C., a lot of the McDonald's lock the bathrooms. So if you don't buy anything, you can't use the bathroom. And it's like near the clubs, especially near the clubs in DC, they would lock them. So you can't go, like, there's no convenience stores or anything there. So, I mean, just don't fall into the woods near that area. But yeah. McDonald's horror story. The lady that sued them for the coffee being too hot did it because she got third-degree burns when it spilled on her. I mean, and they get in a lot of trouble sometimes for small things. But we're going to be better employees than that. We're sleeping a lot. I don't know how we're alive. We're not eating anything, but maybe that's the point. We don't need to eat anything. This is our workout. Is just wake up and sleep. Wake up and sleep. I mean, we've sold the chairs in our houses, and that's all we need. That's all we need. A friend ordered a burger and removed everything but the bun as a joke and thought he put stuff back, but ended up ordering 2 slices of bread. Sam Stronson, that is a strange story. Eventually, we're going to be better employees. Eventually, maybe after one more. So yeah, we're getting there. We are going to be the best employees that McDonald's never had. What else? So yeah, the locking of the bathrooms. So I mean, yeah, all the employee stories. The problem is that quoting them, there's a lot of customer horror stories of what they do. You can see a lot of things about employees not recommending the grilled chicken, but I used to get that all the time just because they put away. That's to be hearsay. I think it's made always with the best in mind. What else? Oh, that's right. So a friend of mine actually worked at McDonald's, and they told me that McDonald's employees can hear everything going on in your car. So there's like some sort of technology they have that it reacts to the metal inside your car. So it's, the speaker's activated metal. So if you're pull up and you're yelling and making jokes, they hear everything. You work at home now, so this is what your day looks like. Okay, so you work for McDonald's too. Nice. What? I mean, really, the expectation was set so high for us that I didn't read the employee manual, right? So, but I think everyone got it, right? I sent it out in the BBG Discord, the Big Bag Game-a-thon Discord. there's also the Kusoge event that's run by Brosensha. I mean, you probably have so much time at this job. This is such a great job. You have so much extra time. You could probably participate in the Kusoge event as well. I had the fun opportunity of getting to know Brosensha this past year, and it seems like such a fun event. I'm happy to be a guest judge there and bring all the Kuso games that I found over. And you should join too. You should join too. If you're interested, sign up. You're going to have extra time as an employee. I mean, clearly McDonald's doesn't care what we do, and they're focusing. Our health is the priority. In fact, that might have been in the guidebook as well. Maybe we're sipping on like a McDonald's shake every time we wake up, and it's just like energizing us. What else? There are some special. I mean, the famous things about Japanese McDonald's are like the Halloween items. We also have tsukimi, like full half moon and full moon items in Japan. So they just actually had it here, where it's like this like nice shakes. Sometimes they have that purple cream shake. I forget which. I think they had melon. Oh, grape. It was muscat flavored shake here. So maybe we're surviving on that. Maybe No. Is the couch being tasked with vamping for 30 minutes? No. This is really important, okay? This is our first job together as a community. We have to do a good job and pass the speed run, okay? McDonald's is counting on us. And maybe there are some other work games. Maybe if we can pass this, we can get our license together. We can become truck drivers together. I mean, really, this is just our first community test, okay? Okay. I didn't talk about the minigame stuff. So there is a minigame mode that I've run. I have not, I'm not a good employee. I only actually learned how to cook and the fries and serve the shake and do all that. That run is also on speedrun.com. I highly recommend checking it out. But I'm not a good employee like Cotton-san, who just, decided to actually go to do the story mode. This is the real story mode, by the way. This is the real game. I just did minigame. I'm silly, Who's Cotton-san's favorite McDonald's character? Cotton-san, 一番好きのキャラクターは誰ですか？
もちろんドナルド・マクドナルド。
McDonald, that's his favorite. Okay. So there's your answer to that. Cotton-san said, of course it's Ronald McDonald, the top tier, the GOAT. So yeah, why does this remind you of Survival Kids? Because we're surviving. This is part of being good at a job. I mean, we forget learning and reading the manual at work or watching some cringe, how to behave around your coworkers things. We're speedrunners. We can skip all that. We know how to behave. We know how to work. We know how to hold a job. Come on. In fact, we know the best way to do that is to just not go to work. Oh, you like Grimace because he's purple? That good choice. I love purple as well. Halfway there. Have everyone been counting the days? We've been. I think you guys, have been counting days. Maybe you can figure out. I mean, we're trying to be a good worker for a whole year. So, have you guys figured out we have to sleep 365 days? That's right. As long as we can do that, we're gonna. It's been the last at least 5 days, right? Yeah, something like that. I was counting on the side, but are we getting paid? Of course we're getting paid. We're employees. Or actually, I'm not sure if we are. So McDonald's has a program in Japan that you can volunteer and you can actually work there through your school. They do that at like Family Mart and some other places. Those people aren't paid, but we're an actual employee. Like we're trying to become a manager and do all that. And so we're just gaslighting McDonald's at this point, of course. No, a full year. Come on, this is important. We've got to get paid. So, any other horror stories, funny things about McDonald's? Because I've got a whole list, but I love chat. I love how you all are into the McDonald's spirit and truly know what it's like to work. Tell me, share your experiences. The McDonald's lock-in. What are some other ones I've had? Play areas are interesting in McDonald's. There's a YouTuber I like who actually Quentin's YouTube shout out goes to all these different McDonald's, and a lot of them basically aren't allowed to do their so the biggest McDonald's horror story was when they canceled their breakfast. Truth, all their breakfast. McDonald's breakfast is too good. Do they have cool Happy Meal toys for Japanese McDonald's? Sometimes. Recently we had Hello Kitty here. There was Pokemon stuff. A lot of it sells out, and just like in the States, people will go absolutely crazy for it and buy it up. So a lot of if it's really popular, it'll sell out like day one. They would have had some stuff that I've gotten to be like for Dragon Ball Heroes. They had a tie-in with the card games. They had a Minecraft recently. Cotton-san, 好きのマックのおもちゃのtie-inありましたか？
もう一回言ってもらってもいいですか？ちょっと寝てたんで。
ごめん、寝すぎ、寝坊。マックの、おもちゃやセットあるんでしょ？はい、
ありますね。
その好きなおもちゃありましたか？
そうですね。だいぶ昔に車のおもちゃをもらったのが嬉しかったかな。
The car toys, yeah, that's a classic. Kansan liked the car toys. He said he was sorry. He was sleeping a lot. He was very tired. Kansan's working really hard for us. Okay, can we get some cheers in the chat for Kansan? Look, he is putting in some hard naps for us. Okay, I mean, think about it. We haven't seen Cotton eat or speak this whole time. That's dedication. Okay. So, yeah. Maybe not Huntsville in front of me. There were guys who went through the drive-thru on foot in front of me. I felt like I was in an episode of Beavis and Butthead. That is very interesting. Does the ice cream machine work in Japan? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Except when it doesn't. Except when it doesn't, because that does happen. I don't know it. I think in the past, so the just to put the lore in here, the whole ice cream machine was kind of debunked. The reason why ice cream machines didn't work a lot of time is they were proprietary. So when McDonald's wanted to fix them, they had to call another company to come and fix them. They've pretty much gotten rid of that company and done it all on their own. So humor, no. Brosensha is Satan's good. This is work. This is what it's like, okay? Think about it. We could be going through many more horror stories at McDonald's, but we're getting to sleep all day. And speedrun and get a world record. We're going to be at BBG, going to be the fastest, healthiest, I don't know about healthiest, and the best workers that McDonald's ever seen. He's so good. Kansan is great. Any other questions for Kansan? I mean, he might have a second. Before he's kind of in a trance right now, so we got to wake him up. This is perfection. Not sponsored. I hope hey, McDonald's sponsor Cotton, and we'll be great employees. That would be a great one. We will work at McDonald's and try and find bugs and glitches and actually speed run a day of McDonald's work. That would be a good stream. What is Cotton-san's favorite game to speedrun recently? Cotton-san, つい最近一番のゲームが 走るようなゲームは何ですか？気になってるゲームありますか？
新しく始めるやつですか？
はい、新しい。
そうですね、いろいろありますけど、さっきやったマカマカのあれのバグ制限の方をやってみたいですね。
Yeah, so Khan-san said his favorite game recently is Maka Maka. There's just finding all these bugs in that game is just so much fun. And there's so many bugs in that game that it's really unbelievable. Reality is a hallucination, and we're all just electric meatballs in meat simulations. Sure. That sounds like a good attitude for me for McDonald's. As long as the meat is made well, it doesn't matter. Maka Maka was it? Mina Maka Maka ski deshita. Yeah, so what are some other things about McDonald's? The only other horror story that I have is there a lot of them are in the States, but there was a McDonald's employee that once we went there at night, and the guy said there was a Wendy's right nearby, and he said, go to Wendy's because I can't figure the machine's down, which I thought was funny. This is not a horror story, that's just funny to me. But really, I mean, we're doing really well. Good on them, that is. Yeah, I didn't even have to read. Everyone had such good stories. I didn't have to read. I had a whole list of McDonald's horror stories. Maybe I'll save it for another time. I am. How long has Cotton-san been speedrunning? Cotton-san はアーティが始まったのは何年ですか？
そうですね、そろそろ3年くらいかな。
He's been speedrunning for 3 years. How was the Wendy's? I mean, I used to get the gold, whatever it's called on it. They had like the honey sandwiches. I could be capping, and maybe I'm remembering wrong, but this is a long time ago. Do you have any stories about haunted McDonald's? Okay, so in Kumamoto, where I live, the McDonald's at the top of the street, normally it's really busy, and the McDonald's there, for some reason I went in one time, and it was like there was no one in the store except one staff, and I guess they forgot that I went upstairs or something, so they locked the door. So there was like about 15 or 20 minutes where I was panicking because I tried to leave and the door wasn't open, and I couldn't find the staff, but I also didn't want to be rude and scream, so I'm just like, well, I guess I'm just trapped in this McDonald's for now. Yeah, there's an upstairs of McDonald's. They have like place. Usually you walk upstairs and then you can eat. Yeah. Wait, is that not normal in the States? Yeah. Most McDonald's are 2 floors in Japan. You'll eat upstairs. You order downstairs. There might be a few tables or something, but yeah, no. Typically you'll eat upstairs. People do work there. All sorts of stuff. 3 years? No, just 1 year. Because we're going to be a manager next. You seem okay. 7-Eleven? No, typically it's 7-Elevens one, but there are 2-floor ones in major cities, especially if they're small. Any other questions for Cotton-san? How did Cotton-san Cotton-san はアーティはどうやって派遣した？
よくわかんないんですけど、終わった。
GG?
いや、まだですね。あとちょっとですね。
No, we still got a little bit more, right? So yeah, we did it, guys. We passed a whole year of McDonald's without actually going to McDonald's and working. We're the best. Okay, we're the best employees. We're so good. We didn't even have to go to work. We just slept all year. We may have gotten the world record for not eating, the longest amount of time eating. And these are all the designers of the game. Thank you for making this game and letting us be the best employees. McDonald's. Woo! McDonald's. McDonald's. Right, GG. We did it. Big Bad Game-a-thon. That is the close of the Cotton block. I was happy to be here. Cotton-san, thank you for running this game. このゲーム走って本当にありがとうございます。
ありがとう。こちらこそ。
失礼です。Yeah. I am not a good employee, so having someone do the story mode is great. But maybe you guys can do me a favor. You can give Cotton-san a follow on his channel here on Twitch. It's just COTTON, and also you can find me at DBK. That's capital D, capital B, CADE, DBK. And we both play the McDonald's game, and maybe I'll go to work too and do this. But I've been inspired. Have you been inspired? I just want to congratulate everyone. We did it. We did it together. みんな一緒にやった。本当に握手してください。もうみんな頑張りましたね。頼ったね。Everyone did it. You were all the best McDonald's workers. And maybe Big Bad Game-a-thon can be sponsored by McDonald's, because I think we deserved it. I think we earned it. What about you guys? Anyway, Cotton-san, 最後のコメントお願いします。ちょっと長くで。
はい。今回は、スーパーアルティメットコットンゾーン、ご視聴いただきありがとうございました。今回走ったゲームどれも好きな人は好きないいゲームばかりですのでね、ぜひお手に取って、このゲームは走るだけならめっちゃ簡単なんで、皆さんも走ってみてください。ありがとうございます。待ってるよ、モデレーターなんで。
So Cotton-san, thank you for watching the Ultimate Cotton Zone, and please, if you are so inclined to pick up the game, they're easy to run, seriously, and I'm a moderator on a lot of these games, so please come and enjoy it. I really look forward to it, and thank you for having me. And I think that's going to be it. So thank you again, and let's continue the Big Bad Game-a-thon. Remember to follow and sub and share the video.